Some smart tips for holiday road safety. Welcome back to Techstination. I'm Fred Fishkin. Joining us from the Governor's Highway Safety Association is Senior Director of External Engagement, Pam Shadle Fisher, and also the Director of Road Safety at Amazon, Eli Pabon. Hi, Pam and Eli.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Well, it is a very busy time of year to be on the roads, and more delivery drivers will be in the mix, it seems. How will this year's holiday shipping season be different from last year?
Well, Fred, first of all, thanks for having us. Of course, Amazon has safety as priority one, and we always say packages come second to people. But, in terms of the year, a little bit of a shorter season. So the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas is a little shorter this year. And so Amazon started deals a little earlier this year, but ultimately, delivering packages and getting folks what they need for the holiday season. We've been able to do that at our fastest speeds ever, and that's been done through actually getting packages and product closer to customers. So a little bit different year over year. That's a good thing for all of us, and to make sure that we get packages closer to people means that we actually need to really prioritize safety. So that's what we're here to talk about, is making sure that not just our our own selves in terms of driving and our ability to get around this holiday season are safe, but doing the same for delivery partners around the world.
Pam, why don't you tell us a little bit about the association?
Sure. The Governor's Highway Safety Association, we're a Washington, D.C. based nonprofit. We represent the 57 state and territorial highway safety offices. Those are the men and women working in government who are focused on road safety, keeping us safe when we head out the door each day. And they focus on those behavioral issues that we should think about, but we don't always. Things like speeding and being aggressive, distraction, impairment, wearing your seatbelt, and also looking out for different road users like pedestrians, bicyclists, and so forth. So that's their job, and we're here to help them do that as effectively and efficiently as possible, and also to help them to leverage, networks to do that. So we're very thrilled to collaborate with Amazon. They, like us, are very, very safety focused. That's, priority one. And so we're working together with our state highway safety offices and Amazon folks around the country to really get the message out to people that let's make this the safest holiday season possible, and sharing some tips and ideas to do that. So that's who we are, and we're thrilled to collaborate with our friends at Amazon.
Well, maybe both of you can chime in here. What are some of these tips that everyday drivers can make use of here to make things safer?
Yeah, what a great question. And I think there's really two ways to think about it. What can we do as drivers ourselves on the road? And the first thing really is to slow down. And that's just at all times, all throughout the year, but certainly during the holidays. Weather becomes a little bit of a factor here for us, and making sure that we're slowing down, giving ourselves the opportunity to react if we do see something or need to. The second thing I think is distraction, and Pam touched on it a little bit, but making sure you're paying attention, really focused on the road, put the phone away. You don't need to take that message or that call until you're stopped. And then I think the third one really is, it's interesting. Delivery partners certainly in neighborhoods, but also, children home from school for the holidays. You're going to see more pedestrians out in neighborhoods, and so paying attention, being a little more vigilant for pedestrians out on the road, really important to do. I think the second thing is how can you make folks safe as a customer. So if you're expecting packages, there's things simple things you can do at home to make sure you're taking care of delivery partners that are delivering. First and foremost, make sure your driveways and the pathway to your door is clear. Second, it gets darker a little earlier this time of year. Keep a light on to make sure that drivers can identify your door, can safely see it from the road and get there safely. And I think last but not least, if you are expecting a package, make sure that you're keeping pets secure to make sure that driver stays safe when they're delivering to your home.
Pam, do you want to chime in on this?
Yeah, I mean, I think everything he said, I say ditto to, right? I mean, vitally important. But I can't overstate the speed issue. Really, it makes a huge difference.
Right.
You know, we need to slow down. We need to be able to react quickly to what's happening out there on the road. And all of our states have what we call move over laws. And this really applies to everybody that's on the side of the road. You see delivery vehicles parked, their flashers are on. They need you to give them that space. Move over, give them that space. You can as much as possible, but really, really slow down, because that the speeds will in fact impact your ability to react and react quickly. It's really, really important. You know, I can't overstate that. And I want to say this, you know, packages don't just magically appear at our door. We place an order and they can be there the same day, next day, but that somebody's bringing them to your doorstep, and that person got there and they need to get back to where they came from. They want to get home safely at the end of the day. So
Right.
we need to think about what we're doing out there, and really be mindful of that, and making safety priority one, and get in that safety mindset. So I like to say, you know, it's the season of giving, and let's give each other some grace here. Let's give each other some safety while we're out there moving around. You know, when we're driving, really be mindful of all the other folks you're sharing the road with. Spread some holiday joy, and that starts with, you know, thinking about the safety of others.
Right, and maybe it can spread to the rest of the year, because we've all heard about how much more
Yeah.
active drivers seem to be out there these days, and I guess your folks are certainly seeing it, Eli.
Well, and I think the really important part is, right, so you said it, safety is priority one for Amazon, but not just during the holidays, it's a year round. And I think the way to think about this, at least from a driver's standpoint, is, right, you know, when it comes to our drivers, the most important thing is if they don't feel safe, we tell them and empower them. We have our partners say, hey, if you're not feeling safe, take care of yourself. Make your safety your priority. So if our partners feel like they're not safe, they can not deliver that package. We'll take care of it later, but safety first. And I think, to your point, you know, it's not just the holiday thing. We're here talking about it in the holidays because we want to make sure that folks are safe during the holiday season and get to spend time with family and friends, but it is year round. And so those tips we talked about, just as good and just as important all year long.
Right. So
Yeah,
if the roads are not in good shape, then the idea is, wait for the delivery, I suppose. But this time of year, besides having the possibility of snow and ice on the roads in many communities, there are still leaves piled up at the curb that
Mhm.
force you out 3, 4, 5 feet, I suppose. Sometimes if they haven't been picked up by a community yet. So an awful lot of challenges.
Yeah, and I think challenges wise, you know, the simple things matter, right? And we talked about it, right? As a customer, you know, we can do our part to make sure that if you're expecting a package, the place you're expecting the package is ready for someone to make a delivery. So again, making sure driveways and front entryways are clear is a really important piece. And I think the other part is really important, which is, you know, we as a community members, right, can make sure that we're doing our part to keep folks safe on the road by, you know, managing how we drive and paying attention. I think that's really the message here, is that you know, we have a ton of partners out on the road this time of year delivering packages, but, you know, packages come second to people, and we want to make sure we prioritize the safety of everyone this holiday season.
Just terrific. So is there a place that people can go to learn more?
yeah, we invite everybody to visit our website at ghsa.org/Amazon. So you can find those great tips that Eli so well articulated. We ask folks to not only use those tips themselves, but to share them with family, friends,
Yep.
colleagues, you know, help us spread the word, and really put those things into practice throughout this
Yes.
holiday season, and make that your New Year's resolution, carry that into the new year, so that we can really start off in a very, very safe place and continue. That's important.
And I think, Eli, you mentioned, the season starting early, and I suppose it's pretty deliberate, Amazon getting a lot of us to shop earlier rather than wait until week of the 20th or whatever.
Well, I mean, I think we're there for you whenever you need us. So it's just really important to make sure that when you choose to shop, and Pam and I were chatting a little bit about this. Some folks are early birds. Some folks like to be a little bit later in the year. But we're here to make sure that not only are we getting all of the customers that are ordering this holiday season their packages, but most important, that we're keeping safety the priority and everyone gets their packages safely, and that folks who are expecting those packages are also doing safe things to protect themselves and their family and to enjoy their holidays at home safe.
Terrific. Well, Pam and Eli, thank you so much for spending time with us, and have a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Thanks, Fred. Happy holidays and drive safe.